Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and the latest batch of wrestling game news, where today we have coverage on WWE 2K22, Supercard, UVW, Retromania, the Wrestling Code and AEW. Before we get to any of that though, if you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with all the latest wrestling game news, then please do hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on future videos. So let's start things off with the Wrestling Code, as Virtual Basement have announced the latest star to join the game's roster, the Giant Killer Spike Dudley. Spike is the latest star to be announced for the game, further adding to the game's impressive lineup of ECW alumni, which already includes the likes of Sandman, Francine, Just Incredible, Lance Storm, Raven and Rob Van Dam. Based off the reveal, it looks as though Spike will use the name Little Spike Dudley, likely due to copyright, as it's unknown if WWE own the Spike name. Alongside the reveal of Spike, Virtual Basement also shared the entrance music that he'll use in-game, as they posted a preview of Spike's theme on social media. Switching over to Retromania, we finally have some good news for players on PS4, as the game is now beginning to roll out on the PlayStation Store, where it's already available in North and South America, with other regions including Europe and Australia set to follow shortly. Now that the game is available on all platforms, the team is switching their focus over to keeping it updated, with the first free update set to include a new unannounced arena. The team have also revealed that they're currently reviewing a list of more than 100 different features that players have requested, with the aim being to review the list and pick out any features that they think would be possible to bring to the game in future updates. Alongside the console release, Retromania is also being released on iiRcade, with this awesome looking Retromania arcade cabinet following in the footsteps of the original WrestleFest. Fellow YouTuber PDubs Arcade Loft recently got their hands on the cabinet and uploaded a review of the system, therefore if you want to check that out, then I'll leave a link to their channel in the video description. Up next, let's talk UVW, as this week's seen a few updates to the game, mainly in regards to the game's falling mechanic, with Gactor releasing some new clips to show how the game is progressing. The first clip shown here shows how the game previously worked in regards to performing a move from height, with the velocity and the distance that the opponent would travel being a set amount, making it quite hard to hit the target as the height had changed. To combat this, Gactor has implemented a new falling mechanic that sees the velocity and the distance of the fall change dynamically, with the opponent now targeting any tables or any other props so that it makes hitting them a lot easier. This new system also works regardless of the height of the players when the move is performed, with Gactor sharing this new footage showing how the move now connects with tables regardless of the height the move's performed at, whereas previously, performing the move from a higher distance would see the falling opponent travel further, causing them to miss the target. Another small change that does make a big difference is the fact that Gactor has split the falling animations and coded it so that the duration of the animation lasts for the entire fall, as this means that the player falling is always reacting to it, unlike the falls that are seen in 2K, where the player falling would freeze in position until they hit the ground. So there's some pretty cool updates here, which although they might seem small, they should make for a much better experience overall. Up next, we're talking AEW Games, as AEW referee and game developer Aubrey Edwards is providing an update on whether or not we'll see Brodie Lee included in AEW's upcoming mobile and console games. Aubrey was asked the question by a fan on Twitter wanting to know if Brodie would be included in AEW's Elite GM game, which Aubrey replied, "Yes, Brodie Lee is someone you can draft to your roster in Elite GM." Aubrey then went on to say that his art was already made before his passing, and that she asked Amanda Hoover if she could keep him in the game, and she was absolutely cool with leaving him in, as was little Brodie, who wanted him to stay in as well. So then we have confirmation that Brodie Lee will be appearing in AEW's Elite GM, with the same likely being said for the AEW console game, and I think that's a really cool move, not just for fans of Brodie, but also for his son, as it gives him the opportunity to play as and potentially team up with his dad, which would be pretty special. Finally for today, let's talk WWE 2K22, as last week I covered the news of Snoop Dogg stating that he'll be appearing in an upcoming WWE game, as Snoop was a guest on Hot 97's Ebro in the Morning last week, where he told the story of WWE contacting him and stating that they needed him for an upcoming game. Now, something that I wasn't aware of when that video went live was that Snoop recently made his WWE Games debut in WWE Champions, where Snoop was included as a playable character. Lining up the dates of Snoop's call with WWE and his appearance in WWE Champions, there was around 30 days between the call taking place and Snoop's character being released, therefore there is a chance that the upcoming game Snoop was referring to was WWE Champions rather than WWE 2K22. So it is possible that Snoop was referring to WWE Champions, however 30 days to agree a deal, get him in the game and have all promotional material in place is a pretty big ask, as these deals are usually set up much further in advance, therefore there is still the possibility that Snoop could have been referring to WWE 2K22, however as of right now that is purely speculation, as 2K have yet to announce any stars other than those shown in the teaser trailer. With Snoop appearing in WWE Champions though as a playable character, this could hint that we might see him appear in 2K22 in a similar fashion, and he might not be the only celebrity to do so, as this week seen WWE Games announce another celebrity for one of their mobile games with the announcement of Mr. T, who's joining WWE Supercard. Mr. T is currently available as the top card in the Road to Glory Flash event, where you can get your hands on a special WrestleMania 37 event card. As with Snoop Dogg, Mr. T is also a member of the WWE Hall of Fame, therefore it looks as though 2K could be utilising the clause in the WWE Hall of Fame contract that include the option to appear in WWE's video games, as much like Snoop Dogg, this is the first time that Mr. T has appeared in a WWE game, and it could be a precursor to a possible appearance in WWE 2K22, as we have seen fellow celebrities appear in the series previously, generally as a pre-order bonus, with Arnold Schwarzenegger in 2K16 and Mike Tyson in WWE 13. Again though, I do just want to stress, any appearance from Snoop Dogg or Mr. T in WWE 2K22 is just speculation at this point, based off them making their debut in WWE's mobile games, but I would be curious to see what you think their chances are of being added to the game. Is it something that you would like to see, or would you prefer 2K to steer away from including celebrities and focus on current talent? Personally, I think it could be quite cool to see them added, especially if they're utilised in my career, as you could have the My Player teaming up with Mr. T for a WrestleMania rematch, or perhaps have the My Player attend a Snoop Dogg concert and tie that into some sort of storyline with Sasha Banks. Anyway guys, that's my take on it, but I would love to know what you think, not just on this, but on all of the stories that we featured in today's video. So please do let me know your comments, and if you want to stay up to date with all the latest wrestling game news, please do hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on future videos. Until next time though, thank you so much for watching, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.